Hello, and welcome to another video from Ready Aim Roll. I'm Scott, and today I am going to be unboxing the Galactic Civil War starter box for Star Wars Legion, published, in this iteration anyway, by Fantasy Flight. However, they are currently published by Asmodee Games, so if you are looking for this product, this version of the box is from Fantasy Flight. However, most of their, over the last year or so, their products will be from Asmodee Games. The logo hasn't changed, just the little thing here at the bottom of your screen. This will not be on there, though it might be on some things. Like I say, the logo hasn't changed, so if you are looking for this in your local friendly game store, you should be perfectly fine. Whether it's this box in particular, which none of the branding on this has changed, but if you're looking for other Legion products, you'll either be looking out for the Fantasy Flight logo or the Asmodee logo. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent already. Let's have a look at this. So I technically didn't spend any money on this one. I was given a Amazon voucher as a leaving gift for my previous job, and I bought this with it. It was this, or well, any number of other things, but this one out. So yeah, I was like, okay. This is a game that I've been looking at, well, basically since it first showed up. I played X-Wing for about 6 months back in Plymouth, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Actually, it was a great game. The minis were nice. The card was nice. It was all really good quality stuff, but it was just a case of I ended up. When I moved out of that tiny little flat in Plymouth to move to London for uni, I had to downsize because I was moving back to my parents for a month before moving on to London. So it was a case of a good chunk of what I had there had to go. And as much as I enjoyed X-Wing, I'd only played 2 games in those 6 months, and I had other hobbies. I had to think about what I wanted to keep, and I just went, okay, this goes, along with a good number of comics, actually, that I wish I'd kept, and I kind of wish I'd kept the X-Wing stuff, but I think X-Wing is now going into its 3rd edition, so I may have to look into that at some point. But I'm much more of a skirmish and small-scale sort of mixed, what's the word, combined arms type of player than a ship combat game person. I don't dislike them, it's just preferences. But yeah, Star Wars Legion, as you've been able to see for the last minute or so, as you open the box, you are greeted to a quite nice monochrome book of Darth Vader's face. So this is a learn to play book. So this isn't the full rules. Asmodee have what is basically a living rule book that gets updated with rules and things like that as things get added to the game. So yeah, this is the very first version of the game. So if you were to get the second starter box for Legion, which is the Clone Wars box, which comes with Grievous and Obi-Wan, a few droids and a few stormtroopers. Not stormtroopers, clone troopers. So yeah, that exists as well, and from what I understand, the rulebook is slightly different with a few updated rules and a few things that have changed over the years between this coming out and that coming out. I think this came, I want to say, in 2017 or 18, and then the next box came out roughly 2019, 2020-ish. So yeah, I think also with that box they also started to move over to hard plastic, whereas a lot of this box is soft plastic, which we'll see momentarily. I'll quickly show off the side of the box actually. Got some stormtroopers. Let's get some light on that. Couple stormtroopers, some rebels, and it's the same thing on the other side, and standard white cardboard for the inside. This light again, and also because it's a Fantasy Flight game / Asmodee, tons of tokens. I will always associate Asmodee and Fantasy Flight games with just lots and lots of tokens. And I don't think lots and lots of tokens is a bad thing. I just, I don't know. I just prefer not to have them, really. But it's nice that they're there, because often you do need things like wound markers, and just different things. Turn markers are in there, wounds, sort of. It even comes with markers for setting out your deployment zones, which to me it's a bit unnecessary. But it's a thing that's in there for some reason, and yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't think it's a bit unnecessary, but I'm sure someone's gonna make use of it. You also get, as I drop it, some bases. So my understanding is that these, even the standard bases that you get in this box, like these, are all proprietary. I think they're like 27.8 or something millimeters, which is a little bit silly. I'm sure you could use 25s if you wanted to. I'm sure if you're doing something like serious tournament play, they might not like it, but yeah, you get the bases in the box, which you fucking well should. You also get a load of cardboard, more cardboard. Let's get you out the way. Let's head out the way. So there's a ton of these command cards. So ambush, and some character / unit cards, which again I do think this is kind of unnecessary, but at the same time I do see why this would be a cool thing to have in a game, because it helps you keep track of what does what and what what things you can do. Nice for quick rules reference. From what I understand, this game is not massively difficult to learn, which is nice. It's not Warhammer. It's definitely no Infinity, which is, as much as I love both those games, they're a bit much sometimes. You also, moving on, you also get these. So these are your measuring gauges. Very similar thing came in the Marvel Crisis Protocol box, and these are for moving. And these are your range rulers for your weapons. So your units will have 1 to 4 range for their weapons, and they'll have small dashes. I'll have a look, see if I can find something very briefly. Because I don't want to get all of this out because it's going to be a ball ache to put it back. But just show you very briefly. So you can see that the speeder bikes have a speed of 3, which is the 3 red lines there, and they have 2 ranged weapons that respectively have range 1 to 2 and 1 to 3. So range 1 would just be 1 of these, range 2 would be 2 of these, and so on. And likewise with the rulers that come in the box. They will also basically have the same purpose, and I believe even have what range they're meant to be. Yes, so here you've got half of a range 1 movement thing, and the other half there, and there's half of a range 3 movement ruler thing. So again, I'm a bit old school in that I do like my measuring tapes and measuring gauges and things like that to be in inches, but I can understand why they do this, so it's a thing. Also, you get your dice, which they're all again proprietary, which, say it with me, I'm not a fan. I can see why they do it, but yeah. Though, from what I understand, I could be wrong in this, but this seems like more than they would have given you originally. Though, seeing that, yeah. I remember seeing videos of this box being opened in, when it came out, and you got a good amount less than you do here. Maybe that's not true, but yeah, I do remember complaints of not getting quite the number of dice that you need to play. If that's still true, that's annoying and a bit scummy on Fantasy Flight's part, but that's also kind of a historic thing, especially for their Star Wars stuff. X-Wing had the same problem, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Also get this bag of Barricades. You get 8 of them, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 of them. It isn't a huge amount. There is no other scenery in the box, I will say, but especially if you're just learning the rules, taking 1 or 2 minis from either side, this is quite good to start with. It's at the very least some sort of line of sight blocking cover, which is nice. If not complete line of sight blocking. But like I say, it's something that they didn't have to do, but they did, which is lovely. Yeah, let's start looking at the cool stuff. But again, I won't take out the bags completely. But here's the Walker. I won't. Let's see. I can't remember the names of everything. But this is the Rebels Walker, kind of open top ATST. As you can see, the detail on them, it's reasonably sharp. It's not as sharp as Games Workshop detail, but it's good enough for, especially, like I say, this is soft plastic, so the detail's not gonna be quite as hard as you'd see in Games Workshop plastics. But that's there. Get the two. You get 2 speeder bikes in this, which is nice. All individually bagged up, which is interesting. I'm very used to things coming on sprues, though I say that Infinity comes in its own separate bags, so that's a thing. And these for small flight bases for them. You get these look to be your riders for your speeder bikes, as well as a few extra bits, some stowage, some sleeping bag or something there. So that's nice. Get back in there. Also get in here. Oh fucking hell! There we go. Not gonna edit that out because I can't be fucked. You also get a couple characters. So this box comes with Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, who you might be able to see in there somewhere. And this baggie also contains your pilot for the Rebels Walker, which is nice. Let's try doing that without knocking shit over. And finally, you get this massive bag that contains individually bagged guys for both sides. So both the Rebels and the Stormtroopers, which is nice. Fucking hell. But yeah, like I say, I'm not gonna open these. If you do want a more in-depth look, there are videos all over the internet for that. And once I've at the very least got these assembled, I'll probably make another video just looking at the minis while they're assembled. And they'll likely be going on TikTok as well, because we have a TikTok. Why? I have no idea. Just because that's what the people want. Apparently, that's what gets eyes on the channel. Anyway, as I pack this all away, thank you, as ever, for watching the channel. We're aiming to up our release schedule, especially as I am now unemployed again. So hopefully I will be making some sort of video content once a week. Can't guarantee that it will be a full YouTube video every week, but there'll be something going on somewhere on the internet with our name and logo on it once a week, whether that's a YouTube video or a TikTok video or a stream. Internet's still awful, but we might be able to do something easy like a paint stream, so I might have a look at that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Whatever it is you do with your time today, hope you enjoy. Excuse me. Hope you enjoy, and I will catch you in the next one.